Welcome back. You know what time it is. It's time to check in with
What
Bob
time is it?
Bosold.
21 minutes after 5.
He got it. I was like,
Yep.
what are you talking about?
And I've noticed.
We all wore green today, by the way. I like it.
Oh, look at us.
There we are.
Coordinated.
Yes.
Absolutely, in honor of the marijuana legislation over in Minnesota. I noticed you two have had a nice smile on your face when you get to that story. But enough said on that. All right, let's go with what's going on with our agriculture in this area, shall we? Good planting weather across most of the country last week means most of the spring planted crops are now in the ground. Corn planting jumped another 11% as 92% of the corn has now been planted, and that's well ahead of last year and the 5-year average. Even North Dakota, which was way behind just a couple of weeks ago because of poor spring weather, has caught up to its normal planting pace. They now have 72% of their corn planted. The crop is also in good shape. It's rated 69% in good to excellent condition. Farmers made even better progress with their soybeans last week, increasing planting by 17% as 83% of the beans are now in. And like corn, well ahead of last year in the 5-year average, every state except North Dakota is ahead of last year's planting pace for soybeans. Well, here in Wisconsin, the planting progress for both corn and beans continues to outpace normal. State farmers now have 90% of the corn in and 82% of the soybeans planted. This week's crop progress report also shows 93% of our oat crop has been seeded, 90% of the potatoes have been planted, 33% of the first crop hay has been made. But we could use some rain, as Mike is talking about. Topsoil moisture now rated just 55% adequate to surplus, 35% short, and 10% very short around the state. Well, wages and hours worked for hired farm workers in the Midwest are both up when compared to previous years. In the Wisconsin, Michigan, Minnesota region, farm workers were paid an average of $18.85 an hour in January this year. That's up $1.12 from last January. Those workers also saw their hours increased to 39.8 hours per week, up almost an hour from last year. USDA numbers also show the average wage for farm workers across the country this past April, $18.08. That's up 5% from 2022, with both livestock and field workers seeing a 4% wage increase. And last year, the University of Wisconsin-Madison decided to end the Farm and Industry Short Course program on campus after a 138-year run on the Madison campus. But supporters of Short Course jumped in to revive that program. It didn't take them long. It's now going to be housed at the UW River Falls. It's been put back in place. Classes will start this fall, but right now is the important time. Registrations are now open for students who want to attend that 2-year program. The first-year students obviously will be the only ones on campus this year. Those first-year students will be limited to just 24, but in the future, with both first and second-year students on campus, registrations will increase to about 48 or more students, depending on space, demand, and things like that. Good news. Well, let's go to the market board where it's not such good news. As the markets were down yesterday, poor corn demand and big ending soybean stocks weighing on the markets. Moving out to December now, with most of the corn and beans in and the wheat in, most of the most farmers are looking to the December pricing. And overnight, December corn down 5 to 6 cents at $5.19. The wheat down 9 at $6.16. November soybeans down 13 to 14 cents overnight after being down yesterday, sitting at just $11.39 a bushel. Dairy markets, they're not very good. Barrel cheese was up a half a cent yesterday. The block cheese down 4 3/4 to $1.43. Butter unchanged at $2.43 a pound. Class 3 futures in May will come off the board today. 16.16 yesterday. That was unchanged. June down 32 cents, 15.56. July down 26 at 16.32. And they're supposed to announce right away tomorrow the official May Class 3 price, so we should have that. Nothing to get excited about. Last May it was over $25. This year it's going to be 16 something. So not good. We're we're going to need some marijuana to make us feel better. I think.
You know, Bob, I just want to clear up something. No pun intended. But you remember the movie Meet the Parents?
Oh, you
And
bet.
Robert De Niro asked him,
you bet,
are you a
yeah.
pothead, Fokker? I'm not.
I remember. I love that movie.
Okay.
But if you're asking me, no, I'm not a pothead either.
All right.
I just wear green. I don't smoke it. See you later.
Yeah.